Wake up, Lo-Fi Nation. It's like Messy Monday on a Wednesday. Welcome. Don't adjust your dial. And welcome everyone to the Lofi Poli Sci podcast. I'm your host, Michael Pickering. That's right, Lo-Fi is in low fidelity, low quality, in your face, messy as can be global news show. Here we're going to talk about that famous question. What's going on in the world today? It's Wednesday and time for that Lo-Fi global news, fresh off that press. Coming at us from the Associated Press International. Azerbaijan fully reclaims land around Nagorno-Karabakh. And that's that. One of the few conclusions to an international story that we ever get to see. The Nagorno-Karabakh war is over. Or the conflict, the skirmish, whatever you want to call them. It's ended. And Azerbaijan won, reclaiming the territory they lost almost 25 years ago, with Russian and Turkish military forces residing in the area as peacekeepers. It's a strange feeling to see such an international event have a beginning, a middle, and a conclusion all so quickly. Of course, perhaps nothing really ever ends. I'm sure Armenia thought this was all sorted out in 1994. But 26 years later, it got resorted out. We'll definitely be keeping an eye out for things and see if anything new happens. But this story does seem concluded for the time being. Next up, source, the world side of Reuters. U.S. accuses China of flagrant North Korea violations, offers $5 million reward. This is so interesting and so nonsensical, it just had to make the cast today. The story in short. The USA is accusing China of multiple violations of United Nations sanctions on North Korea. For the full list, you'll have to read the article because I'm not going into each one of them here. But as a byproduct of these allegations, and very specific ones at that, the USA is offering $5 million to people who can provide the proof. So let me just say this. I am not an English expert, meaning I'm not qualified to discuss the finer intricacies of the English language. But normally when someone says, "Hey, I see you and I see what you're doing over there," normally that means they have proof. My question to you, Lo-Fi listeners out there, if the USA knows what China is doing, why do they need to offer $5 million for someone to find the proof for them? Write in, peeps, because again, I'm not sure if I'm reading this English language story correctly. But now, moving forward because we never move on from anything. Source, AP News International. Thai leader faces court ruling that could cost him his job. This is so interesting that I'm going to keep it short and sweet because we'll find out soon enough, and I'll go into more details then, but I just had to throw it in today. The short version. Pro-democracy protests have been going on for months in Thailand, demanding that the Prime Minister step down and let democracy return to the country. And he has consistently refused to do so. Now, an ethics charge against him in Thailand's highest court might have him thrown out of office for the protesters. More on this once the decision comes through for sure. And our following story comes from Reuters World News. Brazen gun battle in Brazil, Bank-Heist, leaves cash scattered on road. Alright, this one will be brief as well. But could you blame me for covering a bank heist? I mean, they are extremely rare these days. And could you blame me for covering a bank heist with 30 henchmen? I think not. The details. It's midnight Monday. 30 bank robbers use explosives to gain entry into a bank's cash stores. Battle ensues with the police. The 30 bank robbers get away in multiple cars. Money made loose from the explosives is blowing around the street. And the police arrest 4 locals for picking up the cash. Wait, what? Come on now. You can't catch 30 people, not even one of them, for robbing a bank. But you arrest 4 people that pick up money off the ground. Come on, can a person catch a break? I mean, I would surely be tempted if more than $150,000 was blowing around my street. Would you, Lo-Fi listener? Write in on this one, I'm curious your thoughts. And a last piece of news to send you on your way for the day from the entertainment and arts section of the BBC. Spotify reveals 2020's most streamed songs. Oh, that's right, Spotify has given us a top 5 list to end out our day. And you all know how much I love a good list. But in this article, they give a few top lists. I'm going with the top 5 most streamed artists in 2020. For the others, you'll have to read the article. And coming in at number 5 is The Weeknd. Number 4, Juice WRLD. Number 3, J Balvin. Number 2, Drake. And coming in at number 1, a 5 count for you to guess. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And the most streamed artist on Spotify in 2020 is Bad Bunny. Oh, that's right. Who would have guessed? Not me. And you know why I wouldn't have guessed, Lo-Fi Nation? Because you can't make this list with a month left of 2020. Get out of here, Spotify. Bad form, bad list making. The most streamed artist of 2020 with 31 days left. That's what you should have called your list. But hey, that's just me. What do you think out there? And that's a brief snapshot of what's going on in the world today. Stay tuned for tomorrow's episode of Lo-Fi Global News. Always remember that Lofi Poli Sci is more than just me. It's the we that we be. Write in with questions or comments to lofipolisci@planetmail.com. Thanks for listening. Stay safe. Wash those hands. And I'll see you on the next episode of the Lofi Poli Sci podcast. Pickering, signing off.